Good morning, teacher. My name is Alison Murillo, and I'm going to explain the process of waste recycling proposal for the Condado neighborhood, specific in paper recycling. The objective of this proposal is to obtain reused plant paper. The ability of a paper to perform different activities depends on its basic properties. The most important are paper durability. This is the ability of the paper to fulfill its intended functions during intensive and continuous use. The durability of paper only goes up to a certain time. A paper can be durable but not permanent due to the presence of acid that slowly degrade the cellulose chains. Dimensional stability. The ability of a paper to retain its flat shape when its moisture content change. Permanence. The ability of a paper to retain its color after long periods of time. Paper color may be permanent but not durable. Resilience. The ability of paper to return it to its original shape after being bent or deformed. This property works thanks to the presence of mechanical pulp in the paper manufacturing process. Tecorteo. The combination of sound and touch produced by a sheet of paper when it is shaken by hand. Okay, we continue with the paper making process. Paper making process requires extracting machines to extract the necessary raw material and produce machines to produce enormous quantities of paper. This must follow a series of steps. First, the pulp from the refining goes into the baths, which are stock stores. Here, agitators keep the pulp in continuous movement. Then the slurry passes through a probabilistic scrubber and cyclonic scrubber. The scrubber is a cleaning device, therefore its function is to separate impurities. The probabilistic scrubber is in charge of separating small impurities, while the cyclonic scrubber is in charge of large impurities. The pulp then reach the inlet box where it is transformed into white thin sheet. It then reaches the manufacturing table. This contains a rotating metal mesh that dries the pulp and it wears the fibers. When it has finished drying, the semi-wet pulp passes through the weathering elements and and such as the bacufolds, the suction roller, and the dandy roller. These elements or machines are in charge of absorbing the remaining water, making the paper sheet homogeneous. Finally, the sheet of paper passes through the press. In the press, there are the wipers which transport the paper and absorb the remaining water from the sheet of paper when it is being pressed. The pressing process has four phases: compression and saturation of the sheet of paper, compression and saturation of the cloth, expansion of the cloth, and sheet expansion. The process of manufacturing of the sheet of paper. In order to manufacture paper, it is necessary to extract fibers which need to have special characteristics or properties. Among those properties are low cost, high cellulose content, and easy to obtain. The most common material is cellulose pulp. Extract from the wood of trees such as pine and eucalyptus. Other materials such as cotton are also used. It is possible to make homemade or handmade recycled paper. It is easy, fast, and economical. Below is the list of materials and the process of making it. Materials. First, newspaper turned into a small squares. Synthetic glue, blender, frame with mosquito netting, waiter, and this material is optional. Preparation. In a blender, place 2 handfuls of newspaper and one and a half liters of water. Blend for 30 seconds at high speed until you can no longer feel the texture of the paper when you touch it. Place the frame into a large bowl. Pour of the mixture over the frame and stir gently until it is an even layer. Optionally, if you wish to add color to this mixture or this paper sheet, separate a half cup of paper pulp in a small container and add the desired colorant. If several colors are desired, prepare several separate containers. Carefully add the mixture and deposit in the frame. Press with a blotting cloth the mixture deposit in the frame, trying to remove as much water as possible. Carefully avoid placing the paper pulp layer on a smooth surface. Reduce the excess water again with a blotting cloth. Leave to dry in a sunny and ventilated place for approximately 1 day. Thanks for watching the process of recycling paper or paper making. Thanks.